Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. I'm Angusi Soini. I'm from Section B, English Education 2018. On this occasion, I will presentation about my research. The title is The Effect Screencast-O-Matic on Student Speaking Ability of Descriptive Text at Senior High School 16 Padang. Okay, let's start it. The first is chapter 1. Now I will explain background of the research. Speaking is the ability to perform the linguistic knowledge in actual communication, where the student use this skill in daily activity. It is not only a matter of transferring some message to other person, but it also communications, which need more than one person to communicate. When people speak, they construct ideas in words, express their perceptions, their feelings, and intentions. So interlocutors grasp meaning of what the speaker means. If the learner do not have a speaking skill, do not understand the English word that are said by the speaker, do not knowledge the language, they cannot grasp meaning of what the speaker means. There are some problems experienced by students in such English. Students may have some limitations and space to practice English in a fun way. Then some of the activity in the classroom has not fully facilitated students to produce sentence orally. And teachers do not equip students with the appropriate speaking learning activity. According Village, 1978, 1998, state that oral practice speaking become meaningful to students when they have to pay attention what they are saying. Thus, the student can learn better on how to require the ability to confer or the express their ideas fluently with the precise vocabularies and good or acceptable pronunciation. Based on the above opinion, it can be concluded that video is one of the learning media that is quite interesting in increasing student creativity and can also develop students' abilities in learning to speak and as a means for students to develop their new ideas. This study will investigate the effect of screencast-o-matic on student speaking ability of descriptive text at Senior High School 16 Padang. Okay, next I will explain objective of the research. The objective of the research is to find out whether there is a significant effect of using screencast-o-matic on student speaking ability of descriptive text at Senior High School 16 Padang. Next, purpose of the research. The purpose of the research was to determine whether there was an effect of students' screencast-o-matic on speaking ability of descriptive text. And the last is significance of the research. The result of this study are expected to contribute to English teacher, student, and researchers. Okay, next point is a review of related theory. The first is definition of speaking. Based on competent curriculum, speaking is one of the 4 basic competences that the student should gain well. It has an important role in communication. Lados 1991 state speaking is described as the activity as the ability to express oneself in the situation or the activity to report or situation and precise word or the ability to converse or to express a sequence of ideas fluently. From the above explanations, it can be concluded that speaking is what we say to what we see, feel, and think. When we feel something, we want someone to hear us. So, in this process, we can call it an interaction between two sides. Next is a definition of descriptive text. Topskin 1994 and Stanley 1988 state descriptive text is a painting picture with words. By reading a descriptive text, readers feel that they see the description just like they see pictures. The descriptive text has the purpose to describe an object or a person that the writer is interested. And a descriptive text is considered as a simple and concise writing from compared to narrative, resound, or produce, particularly for the beginning writers. Based on definition, a descriptive text from expert above, we can conclude that descriptive text is a text which say what a person or a thing is like. The purpose of descriptive text is describe a particular person, place, or thing. And the last is definition of screencast-o-matic. Screencast-o-matic is basically is an application for video recording. The use of screencast-o-matic can be increased student creativity in making a video, which can be used by the mass media or learning aid to more easily understand it. In addition to creativity, screencast-o-matic media also used as a means for students to develop their new ideas and think critically in responding to something they had met, namely a video reaction about the songs. Okay, the next slide is the advantage of using video recording. The first is there are some positive relation of using the video recording to the pedagogical aspect. And next is provide the student to use the target language. Then making a study can be understood as a study task and a problem solving activity. Next, the procedure in operating the screencast-o-matic. The output video file size will be much smaller, and this is perfect for making video tutorial and will be applied to YouTube, also be used for webcams. And the next is the disadvantage of the using screencast-o-matic. That is can only be used the record with maximum the duration of 15 minutes. Recording feature is not available but can add sound from the microphone connected to the PC. And the last, the resulting video output will be silent unless you use a microphone. Point is a review of relative finding. In speaking this research, I use several journal as a reference in speaking. One of the journal that I study that is from Sri Suci Batubara, Nora Ronita Dwi Farida Hanim Saragite. The title is Developing Screencast-o-matic as a media of writing descriptive text for grade 8 students, junior high schools. In this research, the researcher drew the conclusion that the student exciting writing media is not interesting, and the media that is being used by the teacher was not effective enough to make the student understand about writing descriptive text. They want to have the interesting and effective media which motivate them to learn and uh, speaking on descriptive text. The solution for them is by designing the new learning media, designing screencast-o-matic, follow air and the path of board and go, which is simplified into the first integrating data and information, the second needs analyze, the third is designing the medias, the fourth is validating to export, the fifth revising, and the last one is a final project. The last point is a theoretical framework. Teaching speaking English. Okay, the last point is a theoretic. Okay, the last point is a theoretical framework. Teaching speaking English can make students set of their language competence, including comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and fluency, and other that they are capable of communicate their idea to others. From literature and theories on speaking and screencast-o-matic or video recording, it is able to be feasible. The video recording assessment is usable for language learning. Screencast-o-matic may also provide the students with publicity to the language, and students can accumulate the language and constructed their language competence, such as speaking ability. Their speaking ability. Therefore, research on finding the effect of screencast-o-matic to speaking ability must be conducted. That's all about my presentation of my research. I hope you all can understand about my explanations. I'm so sorry for your mistake. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.